Hello and welcome back to Outworld Station. In our last episode, we finally found uranium mines and have set up at least miner level 1s, freighters level 1, and destination or freighter dock level 1s here to at least get some coming in. Didn't do any math on it yet, but at least we have some coming in. We're making a bit of the second thingies here, which are the neutron initiators. And then we're turning that into antimatter over here, and of course it's producing nuclear waste as well. As we accumulate the nuclear waste, we can also work on some other things. And what I want to do is, thanks to a tip/hint in the comments, I want to go in to look at the objectives again, because I looked at a few of these and saw that, oh hey, in order to do high energy physics, I needed, well, no, that's a bad example. I guess that's an example that proves the point that we're going to make here. I looked at antimatter power generation and I saw that it needed neutron initiators and antimatter, which means that I needed to have uranium and oh, actually it doesn't prove the point. And that means that I needed to have these in order to make from antimatter, which this should actually have a required item of uranium. But nevertheless, there's kind of some of these things have a kind of dependency in them, but not everything. So we need to take a look at what things we can do with what we have now that don't have a dependency to them. So, for example, nuclear waste processing, obviously, which is what we're working on right now, obviously we need to have nuclear waste. So we're accumulating that, and in order to get nuclear waste, we needed to have either antimatter power generation, which we haven't set up yet, or we needed to have antimatter being created, which we are doing. But also enhanced military starships. I don't know if any of these things require anything uranium-wise, but they might. And if they do, then we have to have the uranium for that. We could take a look at what these rewards are to see if that's what we want to have. But also we could, actually, maybe they don't, because the only thing that's required here is light missile ammo. But we'd have to take a look at these recipes. We'd have to unlock this with 500 light missile ammo in order to determine whether we could actually do this or make these things yet or not. But we can definitely unlock it. Radiation protection only needs 100 composite. I'm an idiot. We can do that right now. We can enable carbon filters, which deal with our radiation, and we don't have to complain about the radiation doing damage to the ship anymore. We also need to, of course, have a drone radiation filter, but and that's going to take one of the slots, but that should be fine. We'll just have to figure out which other things we want to have there. And then after that, unstable element containment, we need to have neutron initiators for those, which we do have now, thanks to this. So we could do that one anytime as well. And then there's force field technology, which just requires supercomputers and superconductors to unlock. And then that gives us this force field generator, which generates an energy shield around nearby station modules that absorbs incoming damage, i.e. from firestorms. So we're going to do radiation protection and then do the force field technology. So let's come out of here. Let's go back to 1, not because I need to do it in here, I don't think, but simply because I don't have enough composite, but also because I want to do it... I want to do it not with a place where we're going to get poisoned from radiation. So let's do 100 in that. And complete this thing. And then go to the equipment thingy here and make your radiation filter. Which also uses more composite as well as molecular bonding. Pick one of those. And then what do we want to replace? Thermal neutralization laser? No. I don't want to replace that. Afterburner? We could swap that in and out. Oh, that makes 5 filters. And we can have 100 of them. Oh, okay. Energy shield. Probably don't need that. We may not need that, but it wouldn't hurt to keep. Drone, or micro drone, that one we could probably be the one we swap out. Because, yeah. And then the missile launcher, we'll do that. Alright, and then let's select an objective and do force field technology as well. Let's see, I have superconductors here. How many do I have in my pocket? Let me take half of those. And also some supercomputers. There, but there, 25. And then put those in there, Wally. Put them in there. 25 and 100. Let's complete that as well. Oopsie. And then we can also upgrade this carbon filter to last longer, which I think is a good idea to do. So we'll at least do 3 levels of it because we can't afford the last one just yet. We'll need more stuff. Damage modules. And it's telling me about more objectives, but I didn't read the other one, so I'm not going to read that one either. And then let's go back to nuclear waste processing, I think. Although we're not quite there yet, but I do want to set up the reactor, so maybe we'll get there quickly once we have the reactor set up. So damaged thingies here. Let's go into build menu and defense. And the force field generator needs shield generators, advanced plating, heavy frames, and superconductors. Well, let's take all of these. And I forgot the other thing. What was it again? Frames and the plating and the shield generators. That's right. Take all of those too, although I do have some elsewhere. I guess I should have just pinned like one of these here so I can see what it takes. And then let's grab a bunch of... oh, we also needed the stuff for the reactor. Let's do that. These, Wally, and these. And we're going to need some more superconductors. Just take half. I know I need a lot of those for the antimatter reactor. And we'll also need a bunch of carbon nanotubes. I should take a stack of those in preparation for the other stacks getting... I don't need another stack getting. I can just put one in there. But the superconductors are going to take a minute. Because I suspect... No, actually, we have quite a few of them here. And that'll be enough. So let's go... I mean, we could put them up here. These places don't take very much damage, though. So I don't know if it's super worth it to do in these other places where we have defensive turrets that work most of the time fairly well. But here in whatever this place is called. Oh, look, radiation warning. Oh, look, they're not even dinging my you see the shields down here, the filters rather, taking damage there, but are getting used, but the shield is not taking damage. So what I want to do here, though, is put up a bunch of these force field generators, which I don't know how many I'm actually be able to afford, but also how big they are. Let's go maybe there. That'll protect a good chunk of the base here. I'm also going to want to put one out here someplace, and I'm going to put it a bit outside, because this one's going to protect most of that. So we'll go like maybe out here. That one, this one. No, let's go one more here. Can't afford hull plating? Really? Really, Wally? Of all things, it's hull plating. And then why don't we get some more advanced plating? And that'll be helpful. 6. Although I'm probably going to replace these with the other thing, so maybe it won't matter much, but I don't know. At this point, I don't. Force field generators. Let's see. You go here, here. Oh, yeah. This first, because I'm thinking spacing for these if we need it. And then we can do those out there, because one of them will go here, one of them will go here, and then this will go in between, sort of like that. There we go. There. Low on power. Oh, no. Z that, please. Those things take power. How about we set up the antimatter reactor first? Can this thing blow? Probably. Also, thank you. Oh, that's an interesting connection method there. How about if we put it right here? We do this. Too far. R. There. And then instead of dumping all of the antimatter in here, let's dump it into here. That's going to need 1 per minute. We're presently making 2 per minute, so we are good on that front. Let's do F to that. Un-F that. And then I'm going to build a storage box. For right now, at least. Really? Frames. I don't have any basic frames either. Okay. I think like half of those, maybe. Back we go. I'm going to do a storage box, at least for now, that'll just have the waste in it. Right in here. And that will be set up with filters. this one, alive. Copy it all, and then enable and nuclear waste, and we can F that too. And also then, actually, no, I still want the nuclear waste going in there. Go there and then go here. That way I can filter the output. And then you can send your resources that way. Put the shields generating too, by the way. Engage that shield. So this makes how much power? This makes 5,000 power. And these guys make Italy 225 each. Amen. Weird. Clicked on one. I guess we'll shut them down because we don't need them. We have 5,000. Although I should be able to run this non-stop. If we're truly making 2 per minute of that, which means we're truly making 2 per minute of this, which means if we're making 8 per minute of this, yeah, we are. Then, and we're truly bringing in 48 times 4, which is 192, which we're not. We're not at all. We're only getting 15 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 90. So we really don't need 4 of these. In fact, we only really can handle about 2 of them. So I didn't need to add the other 2. But we can definitely ramp this up production-wise with the incoming ore, because we should be getting... what do you say for the mine speed right now, Alt? 180 times 3. And we're only processing 30 times 8, which is 240. So really, we could double this right away. Which means we would need to use all 4 of these. So why don't we do that? 8-ish of those. 8-ish of those. I didn't count them. We'll count these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I didn't count them. I did count them. Then let's duplicate this guy. And we definitely want one of these over here. Blocked. Fine. Let's put it out a little bit further then. Well, let's see. You're protecting. No, you're not protecting. You're protecting. No, you're not protecting either. Let's go here then, just to be safe. And then I guess I could put one out here, although this power is probably not really necessary either. See what's protected by the flux. Let's leave that. I'll leave it alone. Yeah, that plays out. 3 of them should be fine. Let's get rid of that. So we could actually now potentially support 2, 4, 6, 8 plus. We could support a loop 4 times this size, and then we could support 8 of these easily. Easily. Oh, your output. I forgot about your output. Go there, please. Waste. And that should be our waste, actually, once that gets output to there and then into here. So I'm going to wait for that to happen. And then we'll take this next objective here. We've already burned through more than 1 carbon filter, so probably wouldn't hurt to go make a handful more. We can stack them, as previously noticed, up to 100. So why don't we make a few? I guess 5, because that's all the composite I have on hand. And then I'll get some more composite. Or maybe. Maybe. So next time I play through this and I get to this stage, I need to make sure that I unlock that one before I do too much fiddling with the other stuff. Oopsie. EIL, although who knows, they might change the functionality by that point. Wouldn't put it past. Yeah. All right, you go in there. And then let's grab some more composite. Just to have, maybe half a stack. Yeah, that'll be good for now. This finished, that's completed. Let's see what she says. Nitronic acid and depleted uranium. You get that part already. You have now unlocked the ability to process nuclear waste byproducts into usable items and materials. More objectives are available. Yeah, we know that part. Okay, good. Give me that. And let's go ahead and do... Go ahead and do this one, which means we need 500 missile ammo. I don't know that we have that much missile ammo. Might. There's 250 there. There's 250. Actually, I do. And there's 250 probably at least in the ammo thingy down here too. Yeah, you've got 250. And I had plenty. Plenty of ammo. You and you. And let's unlock this. And we can play with the next bit of military stuff as well. The Crusader. We'll need, yes, these two things. In addition to what we already have being provided. We'll have to set those up. You've unlocked a higher tier of military starship construction, including additional starship parts and more advanced ship classes. Ready to be built from the shipyard. Or objectives, yeah. You know, thank you. I don't think we need that to come up every single time. Maybe the first couple? Probably not every single time. And neutron initiators. Okay, we'll have to go grab those. So I've done two things now, and that's the problem with me, is that I do two things instead of one, and then I forget which one I want to do. So I'm going to leave that set there for now. And I'm going to quickly set up these two military things. It was not the missile launchers, but it was the railgun turrets and the railgun ammo, and actually does need the uranium. So maybe we won't set these up yet. Maybe we could set the turrets up, I guess. Manufactory. Not there, though. Production, manufactory. I'm gonna have to do this first. Oh, there. And then I want a box. Brand new box. And then I want one of these again. So your recipe is going to be railgun turret. We could go ahead and configure these four things, if I can remember what they are, with their own slots here, which is kind of similar to the design that I wanted to have, that I came up with late, which was this stuff, I think, and this stuff, I think. Yes and yes, and then superconductors and computers. Alright, and then that means that this one and this one, for sure, go there. And then also this one? No, this one? Yes, and that one. Yes. You and you go there. And that way they build up an input buffer here, and then they can do this. And then I just need to set the railgun turrets on this last slot. I forgot about just now. Railgun turret. There we go. This next slot, I should say. Then I also want to set this one to output into that box, because I know I have some railgun turrets stashed. Not too many. You still outputting into all those boxes? Yes. Okay, good. So we'll set that up, and then we'll do the other stuff when the time comes. We have the stuff for it and all of that. But we could actually do this part to remind myself that I can do this part. And this part here can't afford composite. Where was it at? Production? Yeah. Alrighty. That'll do for now, and we'll configure that later. And then let's go and start playing with this uranium refinement thingy, or breakdown, refine, whatever the heck it's called thingy. That's made in here, refinery. Okay. Refining it, I guess. But we need to make this nitronic acid first, which means we need to have nitrox first. As well as, is that just water? Yeah, that's just water. So we need to pipe over some water from Glacialis, which I wasn't really prepared to do. Then again, I never really am prepared. And then we need to also send over some nitrox, or I called nitrium, or what that refinery. Put up a refiner so I can actually hover over the stuff instead of making guesses here. Nitronic acid and nuclear waste. The nitronic acid is going to be made at a refinery also. I could switch that to take a look at this. But I need nitratium, which is the unrefined stuff, and pure water. Alright, so let's see. We have currently this one going from... Actually, that's kind of fine. From Alpha. If we go to Glacialis, which is 4, and we could pipe pure water into... So that's oxygen. We could pipe pure water into one of the other ports. Say number 4. Oh, they also enlarge these numbers here. So it's kind of nice. I have to move this turret, but that should be fine to do. And then I could just do... I only need 60. This produces 300. I could potentially siphon off of each of these, but really, honestly, they should be consuming everything they're making. So I don't really want to do that, so we'll have to just add another one of these. Let's move this turret first of all. Maybe out here or something. Well, then, how about that? You're gonna be cranky? I'm gonna be cranky. This should be fine. Let's duplicate this. And afford frames and nanotubes. These frames and nanotubes. Let me grab some of these too. Back. Actually, you know what? Just give me all of those. Give me all your money. Or another one of these. That can go in here. And then it should start getting ice in. And it'll still be outputting it, so whatchamacallit. And then I can take this pipe here, like that. Or... into port 4. And then by that going into... I don't want that to go to Titania. I want that to go there. Well, then, I screwed that up. Take that out. That means I'm gonna have some... Oh, it didn't make it here yet. Oh, even better. Wait, why did that not output? It did. Duplicate this. Up there. Go there. And then we're going to go around this thing. Good thing we planned for that by doing this. And then we'll go into... Maybe we'll go into port 3. You know what I should do, though? Port... What? This is the output for port 3. And then we're going into here. It's like the worst possible layout. Just gonna have to go over to one of these guys. Well, we could go out 3 and into 4, I guess. Yeah. And then, go to Junkyard real quick. And if I come out of 4, I'm here, which isn't bad. If we do this over here. I hadn't really decided to do this here, but I think it's fine to do there. We'll do that there. Let's go back to 4. Damage modules. There. Alright. Alright. So, did I say 4? 3. Now I can't remember. Back here again. We're going to come out of 3. Out of 3 into 4. Okay. The 3. 4 again here. And then we do these guys here. Pipe. I'll start at this end so I don't have to reverse them all later. I also need to remove that pipe. And I need to build this one up. And I'm just building it up so that I have water all on the same level. the whole way around. Assume that makes sense. Your water is flowing and filling up that spot. Good. And then we go back to 1, and we come out of here, port 3, and we go into here, port 4. So I think I can probably just put these on the low, their low level, because it's over here on the end. Although I'll probably regret it later. Let's just for fun put that one there, and that one there. Then we can go here. I could have put in wormholes between these other places, but I don't really feel like that's necessary for the cost of running them for what we have here. And then you're getting the water, unless we have the need for more throughput or more something. Okay, so that takes care of you, and then we need to have something else. I forgot already. Then we need to have nitrox coming from Titania. Raw nitrox, which is coming from this, into a portal going to Alpha or Glacialis. We're going to Alpha with that. And we'll just add in another filtered slot there, and just go from here to there. That'll work for me. So let's go back to Alpha and go to the Titania thing, which is this one. And this guy here can be nitratium there. And then from there, we link you to junkyard. And the junkyard, we set another filter. I'm gonna make sure that's coming in though. It is good. Go to junkyard, and we set another filter here for the top volley, nitratium, and then we can make this acid. And the acid will be made maybe here, maybe not here. Maybe we could make the acid over there, although it's going to be piped. We should probably make it local to where it's going to get used. This makes 12, and the other thing needs how much? Oh, dang it, Firestorm. Oh, dang it, I have shields. Wait. Oh, yeah, those didn't work. Right, I guess I should do it just for that reason. Guess I should put one down here. I guess. What else got damaged that didn't get destroyed? Okay, nothing. Okay, good. So let's see. Back to this idea. This one goes here. 6 per minute needed for that. 12 per minute output from here. So this will support 60 of that, which actually I'm making 300. So I could have 5 of these. I don't know if I have that much nitratium coming in, but we probably do. I may need to upgrade that station. Probably do. Which means I could make 60 nitronic, which means that I can make 10 of these. Which means I could process 60 nuclear waste. You're producing how much nuclear waste? 10 per minute. And you're producing 2 per minute. So we're making 12 right now. We really only need 2 of these for right now, but just to talk about ratios, I guess that works for me. This stuff here, I need to take all out of here and take it back home. Move it all into there. Most of it into there. Actually, a couple things in here, and then remove that. So I think I want this here, because I'm going to have pipes connecting here from 4 around and into this. We'll put this here. This will be where we make the acid, so let's duplicate this guy. I want to flip it so it's rotated that way for reasons. And then we'll do this one here. So I have a place to run the pipes. And then we'll duplicate this. That there. Rotated for reasons. Keep pressing G. Instead of R for repair. Wait, no. Alright, so you'll need pipes in. And you'll need nitratium in. you've got nitratium coming in. Let's link that in. And then we need to have pipes coming from 4 down into there. So let's do pipe junction here. Wait, that's not... No, it's coming from here. Oh, even better. Even better. Let's go there, 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 there for now. And let's do this, 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 that, this. And then these connect at a 1 to 2 ratio. Let's go ahead and make a second one of these. And then I'll just do a pipe junction right there. Like this. And then I'll just, whenever I want more, I'll just put another one of these right here. Did you get the water in? Did I do the wrong one? Pure water. Port 4. Output. Oh, I did this one backwards. H that. There you go. There you go. Oh, and, you need to stop being linked to there. I'll pick all this waste up. Oh, I can't. Let's put you back that way. That way we send all the waste back over there. Just a buffer box. I could have put it in, I guess, in here. I could have left myself a space and put it in here instead. I could put it there. Yeah, let's do that. You go... Right there. That means they're going to start divvying it between them, but that's okay. We'll leave it alone for right now. And then this can go into here. And so can this do that. And that'll make depleted uranium. And then we can put the depleted uranium in another box, say right here. And then that's got to get sent back through here. Alpha. To make ammo. I think. Okay. So we're currently able to process through 12 of these. 12 of these, which is enough to handle the 10 plus 2 that we're making, but not enough to handle the backlog. So let's duplicate all of this now. Duplicate you to go right here. Duplicate you to go here and there. Duplicate, not duplicate, but add some pipe junctions in here, there, and there. Add this into here, into here, into there. And then we should be okay. I gotta get away from the radiation. It's just the waviness is annoying me. Let's take this down. Put up another one of those thingies. Oh. Let's go back. Dump all of these types of things into there. Wait, not you. All of these types of thingies into there. Sort that, and there's more that I want to dump in there, but for right now. And then go back to 6, and be that, as it may. Then grab this thing again, not that thing, this thing again. And then grab, one of these just in case. I don't think we'll need it here anymore, but just in case. Okay. So that takes care of all of that, I think. Everybody working? Everybody got that? Good. Although, I'm not seeing any of these yet. Maybe they hadn't gotten here yet. We said got here. Turn that off. That way it's outputting still. Actually, we can even do this. Where's the uranium going? Oopsie. I forgot to filter that other end of that. Let's go take care of that now. You here. Yep. Oopsie. That's where it's going. It's going right where it should go. But also, disable. Grab it all. Enable. Or depleted uranium. Like that. Alright. Well, that was fun. Now we need to set these ammo thingies up over here. So, railgun ammo needs the depleted uranium, as well as the carbon nanotubes, and then we can do the rest of it. Start with this, disable all, and then enable for depleted uranium, and enable for carbon nanotubes, and enable for the output, which is the railgun ammo. There. First, I want you to output there. For anybody else and everybody else, I want all of the carbon nanotubes that are in there, if there's any left. I want all of the railgun ammo out of there, if there's any left. And I want all of the depleted uranium out of there, which there's plenty left. And then, of course, this is going to link into there, and this is going to link back into here. And that should start getting made at some point. Once I link the other storages, of course. Okay, you don't have any carbon nanotube. Means that I can link this into there. It's good. See that. Yeah. Alright. And I could just move the depleted ammo myself, or depleted uranium myself. Like that. Give myself some headache. Shove it in, shove it in. Shove it in, shove it in. And then we can take from Junkyard, which is accumulating that stuff over here, into this box. And there we go. We are now making the railgun ammo. So now we can do these. I think that was everything. I hope that was everything. Let's go take a look first. At this. We did that. That's fine. We did that. This one, we did those. We can start these whenever then. We're going to need a few of them. 25 of them for this. I'm going to let the stuff build up. And then we also did force field technology, which we put up a few of those. I think that's... And we did the nuclear waste, depleted uranium, and nitronic acid. But I think we're ready to do these 10 now. Which we can go get easily enough. In here. 10. And I could just shove them in here. And we could just call that a completion. Unstable element containment. Containment chamber. You have now unlocked the containment chamber. As long as it is powered, this device can be used to safely store antimatter and radioactive elements without losing containment or damaging nearby machines. Continue. Yeah. Alright, good. Go away. Go away, please. Thank you. Let's go ahead and unlock station level 11, or select to unlock station level 11. So this containment thingy, can I have the stuff for this? Yes. Do I want... Where do I want to put it? I can afford it. Oh, I'm missing one superconductor. So I wonder if I'm hanging out here, will the Firestorm do any damage to me if I'm inside of this? I also have my shield on, so that way to tell. We're accumulating a little bit of uranium there. If containment chamber. I put one of these in here. Just for fun. You can only store one thing. Yeah, my shield took damage. You can see there. Well, that was about half my shield. Alright, cool. So what the hell are these things for? Feed into a containment chamber to extract resources. Containment chamber. Aha. Okay, let's try that idea then. Take some of those. What happens? Exotic matter. Okay. I don't know what that did. I mean, it didn't do anything, but also no. One over there. I guess it turned him into a resource that you can consume. I guess that's what it did. So we need a place to store antimatter. Instead of shoving it all in there or keeping it in here. We need another one of these for that. Yeah. We also need a one of these for the uranium. And possibly also these, because these are also radioactive. Wouldn't hurt to have, I guess, 4 of them. Let's take a look. C for codex. Uranium and exotic matter. So actually we could use 1, 2, 3, anything that's flashing. 4, 5, because antimatter also counts. 6 if you count waste. Hopefully we won't have waste stored up. Hopefully we'll just process it all. We have it right now, but hopefully we won't have it forever. Hopefully. We should be depleting now, so hopefully. Should be depleting now. Be depleting about 12 per minute now. So I guess we want to have... Yeah, so what the heck are these for? Well, there's even a meter under the radioactivity. Well, this doesn't have a meter. A radioactive symbol, even though it's flashing. How much damage they do to nearby machines. This is flashing too. Doesn't have the little bar underneath it. Interesting. Oh, it does there, though. Tiny little bit. Okay. What about these? Medium bit. Alright. And then, not that, but this. Not that much bit either. Alright. So is the exotic matter something that we can use now that I missed? Or is it something we use later, like after we unlock 11? I'm guessing the latter. So I think we should see about making a few more of these. I thought I remembered seeing in the notes there was a button you could press to add these to your queue, but I guess you can't from there. That would be a nice thing, nice addition. Be able to not have to go into here, but just to click on one and click this button to add more to the queue. So definitely ore in. Well, ore bars, these thingies, antimatter, and waste. That's 5 more, but do I really need all those? Get myself out of here. Taking a lot of damage there. Well, burning through a lot of carbon filters. Antimatter is the most important one. And maybe these things, or maybe the bars, although this only stores 1 stack. Maybe these thingies, then, would be the next best thing to do. So maybe just do 2 of them. And I have the stuff for it, so let's just go ahead and do 2 of these. Can I put this in here, or is this going to be too snow? It'll work. Right in there. That'll be where the antimatter goes. I think I can filter this. I can. Antimatter. So instead, we'll go from here to here, and not there, and then from here to there. Oh. Nope, screwed up. There we go. Yep. And so now you're going to hold that instead. Better. And then I want to hold these things into things. So let's do that. But this here. I got to relink all these guys, unfortunately. And I can just R this thing. Oh, and I also have to link the outputs of that. You go in there, please. Oh no, I have too many. Here, have some of those. This has to go there. I think that was the only place that was linked. I hope. I think there's the only thing that's using those, right? A little further away. Is that the only thing that's using these? I think. Antimatter, right? I mean, we turned some in for the, one of the turn-ins, but I don't think they're being used in anything else. None of that stuff, that's all earlier. Okay. So I think we are in a better position now for protecting all these things. We're making way, way, way more, like twice as much antimatter as we need. That's good. And I think we're in an okay spot. And these are a little bit more protected, although still not great because we still have all the other things all around. So we could definitely ship antimatter through the wormhole to the other stations if we wanted to get off of hydrogen power. I'm not sure that I want to bother with that, but we could, especially the ones that are using a lot of power, and or especially in the ones where we do not have something. Words. That's what it is. Words. Where we don't have infrastructure set up yet, maybe for hydrogen, or we're going to exceed the one pipe of hydrogen sort of soft limit. So I think we'll not do it right now, but we'll keep it in mind for later. Let's take a look at what's going on in 5. We got disabled modules. Let's go clean that up here. Okay, I guess you weren't able to defend against the whatever happened here. We could put a shield up, but that's going to require a lot of power. And at that point, I think it's time to, well, A, have a better power infrastructure in one of these places, each of these places, but then also to have a the power transmitter thingies rather than something else. And so now the last thing that I want to do before we finish up today is I want to set up these Crusaders. We need to make 25 of them. We need to have railgun turrets. We already have medium engines coming down here. We do. We need to have the railgun turrets and the railgun ammo coming down here. Huh? Oh, yeah. I guess I should put the item they're making. Oh, that's a flaw in my design or my thought process here. These are going to output whenever they use anything in them. Yeah, that's not the best idea. So maybe I need to have 2 storages. One for inputs, one for output. These are going to output everything. Oh well. And then I need to set you up with those new slots, filters, thingies. Down here near the bottom is going to be railgun ammo. About first, that's when I did. And then down here near the bottom is going to be railgun turrets. Saw them second, so that's what I did. Those should be outputting now. A little bit. Don't have a vast amount of turrets made because they don't stack very high, but we also don't need a huge amount of those. And this will need that, but also this will need the ammo. So we put the ammo in here. And that should start getting those as well, because those are linked. Do I have another one? Fuel. No, I only have one ammo depot. Okay, good. Let's see, what are you missing? Got those, you've got those, you've got these, you've got those, you've got these. So yeah, you just need the turrets. It's only 3 turrets each, which is only 75 turrets total. And we had 50 of them made to start with, I think. There's 19 in there, and that means I'm sending like 50, so actually we're probably almost done with those. That's good. And then we need to have, how much ammo per each? Oh, it needs both ammos. 500 railgun ammo and 100 light missile ammo. But I think this stacked to 1,000. Yeah, that stacks to 1,000. This stacks to 250. So it's not super bad. Yeah, it's not super bad. So we'll be fine. I hope. Well, as long as they're getting fuel first. And what's the fuel need? 2,500. How much fuel do these guys have? 2,000 in them. And they're going to do 900 per minute max fueling, which puts us at... yeah, that's a lot. Okay. Hopefully we aren't making them too fast then. I can always slow down the efficiency of this thing to compensate for that. But I think what we'll do is we'll let this run. a little bit off camera. We will also let this run a little bit for a while. We need to accumulate 100 antimatter in here so we can take it and put it into the other thing, which will be fine. We can also expand this loop if we think we should next time, but that'll be a next time thing. For now, we'll leave this here. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.